Hey folks, Beave here. Doing a little vlog here today, riding around in the old Cadillac. And I was just thinking to myself, I should really shoot a video and explain to people what it takes to be a real ITC researcher. Now, one thing you may notice right off the bat is you're like, hey Beave, looks like you got a little shit going on top up there. And I'd say, yes, let me explain that to you. Well, old Beave was tired of being a bald old cunt all the time, and I thought it was a little time for a change of pace here. So what old Beave did was went to one of his doctors, and the doctor said, hey Beave, we've got this little project we got working on here. It's experimental, and what it does is it helps the bald cunts like you look a little bit better. So what they did was they went ahead and they grafted some baboon-ass hair to the top of my head. Now, so far, the baboon-ass hair is taken pretty well. I kind of feel it tingling up there like it may be growing some roots. But anyway, I digress. So let's get back to the point of the subject here. So I'm just driving around in a school zone here, minding my own business, shooting my video vlog. Well, oh shit, you fucking old bitch, watch where you're going. Have a little regard for some people trying to shoot their video log, Granny. I don't give a shit if that's a crosswalk or not. People should fucking really take regard to the people shooting the vlogs. But anyway, to become a real ITC researcher, what you're gonna want to do was anytime a celebrity dies, you want to get in contact with them within the first 24 to 48 hours. Now, this is imperative from my experience and my expertise, because I am an ITC expert. Sorry, Beave had a little Taco Bell earlier today, so we'll get a little bit of indigestion. Ain't the real deal like old Fatty makes for me during our little love-making sessions. But anyway, well, just had to adjust the camera there. Can't block the view here. Fuck. So I did get some requests in the last few days since David Bowie has passed away to be like, Beef, you really need to get in contact with Mr. Bowie. And I said, well, but of course, he's a dead celebrity, and it's been within the first 24 to 48 hours. Now, the reason this is so imperative is because that's when the media is going to be talking about it the most. So, you want to be able to go ahead and really get your subscribers, through this. So, I'm going to get a ton of new subscribers just by contacting him, since it's been within the 24 to 48 hour window, because after that the media stops talking about it, and then who really gives a shit? It's old news at that point, and Beave ain't gonna be settling for no old news. So what you gotta do is fire up your old bagel toaster portal, and you're gonna want to go ahead and be like, hey, ground control to Major Tom. Now, if that doesn't draw out Mr. Bowie, I don't know what is. I did dress up a little bit like Mick Jagger, just to entice him a little bit. So that did bring him forth, and I got some excellent replies, which I will be posting part 1 of that on my YouTube channel later. But, as of right now, I still gotta go through and edit it, and manipulate it. Yeah, we're not manipulating anything. Just gonna put out the original raw footage is what we're gonna do. But Mr. Bowie did talk to me, and you know what? Apparently he thinks I'm a fucking asshole. Really? Who doesn't consider Beave to be a fucking huge asshole? I talk to fucking dead celebrities before anybody has time to mourn them. and I'll just go ahead and make myself a bigger name in the market business. Now again, remember, I did not make any money from this. And matter of fact, I spend lots of money getting my likes and my YouTube subscribers. I mean, I spend a lot of money on equipment for this shit. That's what I mean. You know, portals just don't fall out of guitar centers everywhere, you know. You gotta actually put some time and effort into these things. I mean, it does take me at least 15 minutes to figure out what to plug into what. I mean, you got inputs, outputs, you got guitar effects on amplifiers. It's a whole big process. But yes, Beave did come into contact with Mr. Bowie. Now, I've been listening to Mr. Bowie ever since I was a youngin'. He's got some of the greatest music around. But in order to be a real ITC researcher, you gotta do this kind of thing. I cannot stress this enough. You know, and I got some great contacts with the Impossible Box. You say, hey, but wouldn't that be impossible? I said, no, that's gonna be Beave possible. I take the impossible and I make it possible for Beave. Anyone else, I cannot guarantee you will get the same results. I'm a very well-known pseudo-celebrity here, so they all kind of just flock to me. I mean, who doesn't want to talk to the Beave? I'm the greatest fucking ITC researcher who has ever lived. And you know what? Just between you guys, it's all true. It's all very true. I am the greatest, the best IT researcher in this world. People like that Daniel Rabash, not so much. He doesn't hold the candle to compare to Beave. So, I told Anthony when I wanted this Impossible Box to be created, I said, you know, channel number 2 has to be nothing but I want no English. I want it to be only the sounds that we produce while me and him were making sweet love. Now, that's the only sound I wanted in channel 2, so we provided that. Sometimes we use lube, sometimes we do not use lube. You know, sometimes the ectoplasm is just enough, you know what I mean. Yes, sir. But I do stress that 24 to 48 hour window. You know, like I said, everything else will be forgotten at that point after that. People are going to be like, who, what, where? Beave? What? Yeah, and I said, yeah. That's why I got to nail these people down to the ground while they're still floating around their body. But you cannot you cannot take words from these haters and let it diminish you. If you do that, you're gonna be nobody. You know, the reason I feel like I have haters is not because of the fact that I'm a pompous asshole. I do things that would be possibly morally corrupt. You know, I throw that shit out the window right away. You gotta ignore the haters. Sorry, folks, just had some people looking at me like I was batshit crazy. They're like, how can he drive? How can he do that while he's shooting his vlog? Well, as you can see, I am no longer hands-free. So therefore, everybody better watch out on the road. Beef is going to moving. And to all the haters, I just like to say, fuck you. It's Beaver Relief, baby. What that is right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Anthony's head just keeps bopping and dragging his teeth across my cock. You don't make me... Oh boy, I think it's time to clean up and finish this vlog session. Goodbye, y'all. Look for more future beef.